when I'm coaching football, because after I played, I coached. And I always coach like 15 to 18-year-old boys. And, I'm 2 or 3 years in each city because I travel all over the world and all over the place all the time. So I'll spend 2 or 3 years in each jurisdiction. So I get to know kids who are like in grade 12, going off to university. And it's been like 15 years now. So a lot of them are like deep into their careers now. Like they're men. And on the team, there's always like 2 or 3 out of 30 who are like me. Who have learned the skill set way before I did. Like, maybe it took me till I was like 21, 22, but for them at like 15, they're grinders, right? And I'm always like, wow, this kid's like usually our best player, not by skill, but just by like, contribution, let's say. Usually they're leaders on the team too. People want to follow them. When people see people going all in, it inspires them to try harder too. So you help people around you when you're like this. And like, I sometimes have a twitch because when I'm coaching, I'm all in. Like, I'm there to help those kids. Like I'm going to fucking die on the hill for these little bastards, right? Because if I'm not all in, how do I expect you to be all in, right? Like, if I'm not prepped, like, how do I expect you to like perform, right? So I'm going to be 100%, and then I demand that you give me 100% back. That's kind of the reciprocity deal. But they can feel that intensity, and I think they go, ooh. So I usually have a good rapport with kids, and there's always 2 or 3 that have that mindset for whatever reason, good parents or like maybe just luck, that have that mindset innately. They're trying the hardest in the drills. They're there on time. They never miss practice. They don't like screw up. Like, they're not drinking the night before the game and get caught and get busted and get expelled from school. Like, they're all in. They're excellent. Their activities, their habits are excellent. They're focused where they are. I'm not saying that they burn themselves out either. I'm just saying, like, when they're there, they're there. They're not fucking around. And I notice anecdotally, again, this is no scientific pure paper, those kids, when I follow, because I always try to follow kids for years and years and years, I send them that once a year message on Instagram or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, I'm in university, I was top of my class, I went to law school, oh, I'm a heavy duty mechanic, but I was like, promoted, like, etc. And I'm like, oh, of course those kids have made it. So I'd say now I've got an anecdotal set of people where I've noticed that skill set, that full attention, that trying your best in all scenarios, even scenarios you don't like, have led to outsized outcome returns. And the people I see who are not like that, who maybe love the sport, like I love football, but don't put the work in, they don't do well after the sport, in the sport itself, but also just in life in general. I notice they drift. So if you're one of those people that you're like, I'm 90, like me, like you're 90% in at work. If you just put in like 1% to 2% more, for me, that's a good framework for life to an extent.